No, sometimes I wonder what is becoming of our beautiful world. What what is happening? So recently, I don't know. I don't actually know these two, Adam 22 and his wife Lena the Plug. I know what she's famous for. We're not gonna go into that. But recently, Adam has let her do her first male scene. His wife got BBC'd, man. Oh, come on, bro. I mean, if I was in this position, listen, I'm not even going to talk on it, but we're going to check this out. This is Andrew Tate confronting Adam 22 and his wife. So this is probably going to be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But let's get to it.
All right, can I just address the elephant in the room? Why is nobody talking? Yo, so Lena, you just finished. I heard the video's going crazy on Pornhub. You guys crashed it.
It's on my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
God
Oh, sorry.
damn,
So
he
Adam,
didn't.
if you don't, sorry, Andrew. What happened was this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you heard Andrew. They did a video. Basically, Adam and them, they're married. They've been married for a while.
Yep.
Beautiful family. And basically one day, they decided to basically Adam said, "Hey, hun, you go ahead and get a BBC by this guy." So they had a big black cock instead of a puss, and
Oh
That's not in the
God.
video.
and
Yeah.
that's
Bro, look at his expression. Oh my God, he's sitting there thinking, why am I wasting my time with these morons? Why? Ah,
pretty much what happened. And thoughts, Andrew?
Well, I think I mentioned this on one of my previous podcasts. I said that I wouldn't personally do that,
hell no.
but it's not my personal preference. But I want to make something clear. I'm really careful about what I say to people. I don't want to insult anybody. That's not who I am as a person. If that's their personal decision to make, then they can make their own personal decisions and do as they please. I'm not here to sit and say they shouldn't do it. All I can say is that I wouldn't personally do that. That's not something I would allow my woman to do.
Definitely not.
But perhaps I'm missing something. Maybe you can tell me why I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
The thing that the most important piece of context that is missing is the fact that we already had been doing porn for
Yeah.
maybe 5-6 years, or really since the very beginning of our relationship. And she is 32. She is a mother. Realistically,
You know what? Might have to go and check that. I might have to go and check that out. I'm just saying. Damn.
she's not going to be doing this forever. But we decided that it made a lot of sense for her to, seize upon the moment, the fact that she's still got her youth about her, and slurp up a black cock for the fucking paper, man.
He liked.
Damn, bro. How do you sit there as a man knowing your woman has just gotten ravished? She's never the same. It's gonna be like throwing a wiener down a hallway, bro. It's gonna be how oh God.
It. He liked watching the video.
Yeah, I was kind of turned on by it. I'm not gonna lie.
So my question would be sorry, one more time. Lena, right? Correct? Lena?
Lena, yes.
Lena.
Do you think that you have an emotional attachment to this man now, or like you literally wouldn't care what happened to him? Let's say, heaven forbid, something, I don't know, he got locked up and went to jail or something. Like, would you care, or would you have zero interest in him as an individual?
Feel for him as I would feel for like almost anyone I'd ever met who went to jail. But like, no offense, Jason, I see you as like a male sex doll.
God damn.
Like you were
So you
just
have no emotional attachment to him whatsoever?
no. This is where I have my emotional attachment.
Okay, well then, if you're
She could be telling the truth. She could. I don't know, bro.
capable of keeping that divide, then I'm not here to insult you. And the reason I don't insult people, I also want to make this very clear.
Okay. Why are we stopping?
But I think the internet is
Oh, okay. This is the glitch. Okay, I apologize for that.
clear, is because maybe it's just the life I've lived. But I think the internet has fucked the world up. And I think one of the ways it's messed the world up, I can just say that it's not something I would personally do. If you feel like you have no emotional attachment to the guy, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think your heart should be. I'm not here to judge you or your life. I can just say that it's not something I would personally do.
Right. So your brother Tristan was in my DMs, like really sincerely trying to convince me that I had made a very grave error, a massive mistake as a result of having let my wife shoot with another man.
That is so Tristan. That is literally so Tristan like man.
Myself personally, having been, a couple weeks removed from the actual incident happening, I don't really feel like I made a mistake. It feels like some pretty regular porn shit. It's, I was a little bit jealous at first. It's kind of a weird feeling knowing that your woman was in the arms of another man, even if it was only for a
Not
few.
not just any man. Wasn't only in his arms, he was God.
Kind of a weird
Bro, I
feeling knowing
can't.
that your woman was in the arms of another man, even if it was only for a few hours. But it's interesting. You don't seem like you have as much of a real like moral issue with the act itself.
Well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them. And I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female's part. And I believe there's an energy cord between. And I think that once that's broken with another man, I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged.
Facts.
And I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps you will not feel it. But when the relationship is bad, or when arguments start to happen, or you start action which is damaged,
It's gonna
and
break.
I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps you will not feel it. But when the relationship is bad, or when arguments start to happen, or you start to get on each other's nerves, you might notice a slight difference in behavior. Because I do also think that once the seal's been broken, for
Intended.
example, let's say your wife's sleeping with another man, the idea of sleeping with another man is not as intimidating as it was once was. And perhaps the idea of sitting through an argument or sitting through a rough patch in a relationship and continue to try to work it out, as opposed to just jumping on a new man, it might be less appealing than it once was previously. So I believe
I hear what he's saying. Because now he's made that connection with another man. So as soon as they have trouble, I'm not saying he's gonna do it, but as soon as trouble, she has someone to fall back on, right? And there's nothing he can do to stop it. That's why once you solidify that connection, this is the thing. This is why for us guys, right? This is why we have some ex-girlfriends also running back after a few months, because you have that connection. That connection is never going away. It's just something to think about, Adam. I completely understand, bro. You've been in the industry. She's been in the industry. You're used to it. But my man is still crying inside. Let's be honest with each other. Let me know down below. Would you let your women do this? Would you? Let me know. Let me know, fellas. Let me know. Girls, if you're watching, would you do this to your man? Let me know, for interest's sake.
personally, if my woman had already slept with another man, she's more likely to just give up on the relationship and sleep with another man again in a rough patch.
Yes.
That's my personal view. Say again?
Why would I? I mean, I've never cheated on you, like even in the lowest terms of cheating, like responding to a DM from somebody or anything. Like I've never done any of that. Everything in our relationship has been out in the open. Like all my messages with the person that I worked with, I was like, hey, just so you know, like these are the messages. And like Adam has fucked about 200 women in front of me, and he cheated on me. So like,
Adam, that's terrible.
We all got our issues. Hey, let me just tell you, about a half hour ago,
He's trying to keep, oh bro, he's trying to keep character, but he's laughing inside. He's just, oh good lord. As I say, this is too much to take.
We all got our issues. Hey, let me just tell you, about a half hour ago, I was laying on the floor in the adjacent office with a large Italian ass shaking on top of my face. She does this thing called Brazilian face sitting.
He almost died.
It's going to appear on onlyplugtalk.com, which is our weekly podcast where we interview and then fuck a different girl every single week. And this girl was really cutting off my ability to breathe. And when I would grab her ass and try to move her ass off of my face, she would grab my hands and hold on to them so that I wasn't able to escape. And Lena was involved.
The best thing to watch.
She was giving me head during all this. And so, I don't know, like, do you feel like that affects our connection? And try to move her ass off of my face, she would grab my hands and hold on to them so that I wasn't able to escape. And Lena was involved.
The best thing to watch.
She was giving me head during all this. And so, I don't know, like, do you feel like that affects our connection at all? Because after having you shot with this guy, I can kind of understand why that shit doesn't matter to you because
Yeah,
you and the other guy don't really matter to me at this point.
I think it's, well, my personal view is that it's very different for a woman than it is for a man, and I think
it
that, and I
is
hope I'm wrong.
completely different. It is. Listen, let's be honest, right? And this is where it becomes a little bit hypocritical because we as men don't want our women to sleep around, but we have the tendency to do it. So I understand it is a bit hypocritical, but that's just how it's been throughout history. I mean, you've had kings, you've had emperors who've had multiple wives, but those women were expected to stay loyal to him. Okay, so I know it's not fair, but in general, life is not fair, right? It's just one of those things.
If your relationship reaches a rough patch, perhaps the idea of being with another man will be more tempting than it once previously was because the seal's already been broken. That's my personal view. I don't, with all due respect, care what you want to do with your own relationship. If it makes you happy, it should make you happy, and that's fine. And it's your decision to make. It's not my decision to make. I'm just telling you that I wouldn't do it. I can give you admiration for a degree to how well you've dealt with the
Yeah,
pressure,
mental.
I guess, or the hate or the backlash. I mean, you've handled it pretty well, which I guess is good. Not a lot of people can do that. So I have to give you some degree of respect for that. But I guess you expected all that before you made the decision to do it, right?
Yeah, I did, and I mean, I've caught a lot of flack because when you first commented on me on the Tucker Carlson show, I left an Instagram comment that said, "If he's the top G, I want to be the bottom G." So I do want to extend an invite that if you were ever interested in doing your first ever double penetration scene, that me and Lena, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like would he be a suitable candidate? Would you?
Andrew Tate.
Can I tap him
I
in?
don't know.
Andrew, hear me out. Hear me out, Andrew. Hear me out, bro. Oh,
But I feel like would he be a suitable candidate? Would you?
Andrew Tate.
Can I tap him
I
in?
don't know. No. He
Well,
looks
there's
built.
yeah,
Hold
there's
on, can I fill in real quick, Andrew? You know,
You're out, Aiden. We canceled you. You're not in this conversation anymore.
fair enough. Go ahead, Andrew. Andrew? Would you double penetrate her, bro? Would you do that, Andrew? Go ahead. Finish the
If
answer
our
question.
balls flop together, is that chill?
there's absolutely 0% chance of that happening. And it's not because Lena is particularly unattractive. It's because she's married to Adam, and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless sex, and I have
oh, that. And yet, there are still you mongrels who hate on Tate. Can listen? Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. We would have said yes. 90% of us watching would have said yes. Just look. I don't have to give you a reason. Just look at. Oh my god. But man said no. Because why? Because she's married. All right, but Andrew Tate's a bad guy. Okay, I hear you.
attractive. It's because she's married to Adam, and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless sex, and I have no interest in making a spectacle of myself or
Yep.
even just involving myself in anything which I deem to be overall haram and pointless. It's just not something I'd be interested in. There's not a single amount of money on the planet you could pay me to undertake. So
Yeah.
thank you,
Who's not
but
doing
no.
double penetration because I respect you all so much.
I'm with Andrew, by the way. I couldn't get paid any amount of money to fuck. No offense. Adam, respect to you. Degenerate sex, I'm not with that. No
Yeah,
amount
you
of
make
money.
$10 a month sitting on your ass. So, and that's from one sponsor, I think, right? So,
Correct.
Stop
Ah.
exposing him.
no, I mean, I read it. I read it online.
But yeah, I'm with Andrew on that one.
So do you two think you're going to stay together forever?
I mean, if Adam cheats on me again, maybe not. But
Yeah, that it just that whole kind of nah. That is already the first red flag to me.
Yeah, I'm with Andrew on that one.
So do you two think you're going to stay together forever?
I mean, if Adam cheats on me again, maybe not. But
I'm not a cheater anymore. I left that in the past.
that was the
Right.
If you get a divorce, don't you think people are going to attribute it to this event?
Of course.
like I always think that we're gonna be together.
All right.
Right. That is it for that. But yeah. Listen, I don't know. I would not have the mental fortitude to allow my girlfriend, my wife to do this because there's never gonna be that man, just and as he said, as Tate said, the moment they have trouble or they get divorced, people are immediately going to revert back to this whole situation and say, well, it's because of that, right? You know how people are. Ladies and gents, if if you have anything new you would like me to check out, please leave it down below in the comment section. I'll see you next time.